All right, let's go ahead and move on to something that is brand new, that is really genius, by the way, from Anchor Hocking. We're moving from our glassware to now that prep board for you, to that presentation board for you. It's your swing and stretch swing board. Brand new, but we're launching it at a sale price, so $20 off. Beautiful acacia wood. I love this. So when I got it home, well, I'll let Tracy show it to you before I get overly excited, because I'm telling you, I was like, wait a minute, this is the most genius idea. Oh my goodness.
I mean, how great is it? So one of the beautiful things about having charcuterie is the board, right? But where do you store it? It's so big, it's so bulky. Well, no, not with your swing board, because it folds up in half, folds right into your cabinet, so easy. But look what it does, it unfolds, it stretches apart, and then on the back here, so you have it sitting on little feet, but you have these little cups that you pull out. So you can use these if you're dicing vegetables, or you can use them in a charcuterie or a crudité board and put your dips in here, or your cheeses in here. Look at how fantastic this is. So if you're using this to actually cut your veggies, let's say you want to chop up your onions and you have to go over to the stove, you scoop your onions in there, you pick it up, you walk over and you dump it. There's no more of this like, okay, let me try to get it off the board, right? No, it's smooth right in there.
So speaking of chopping onions, that's what my husband was doing when he made soup. So here's a little video in my home that I got him, because I was like, babe, you gotta try it. This is so cool. And he loved it. So he's chopping his onions, boop, and it goes in. And each container, by the way, holds 1 cup. So maybe you wanna use one to he kind of put like the other half of his onion in there to hold it. And then he chopped and then slid it right there. And now he's just taking that little container, like Tracy said, and taking it over to the pot where he was making his soup. Really, really enjoyed it. I also love it too. Presentation here is really great, incredible. I know you have a steak here, but let's just say that you hadn't cooked your steak yet. This is a great opportunity to prevent cross-contamination.
Yes.
Right? Because we know most of the time if we're cooking and we're prepping our meats and then we're prepping our vegetables. But you don't want to have them on the same side of the board. So look at that. That's
exactly.
Genius.
So if we want to start making a stir fry here, right? We want to cut up all of our veggies. I'm sorry, I am not a trained chef. I am a mom chef, so don't judge my knife skills right now. I am real life mom, right? But so you push them into the cup, and then maybe want to do, you know, our pepper. So let's cut up a little bit of a pepper here. Our presentation's so pretty. I hate to be messing this all up.
I know.
They did such a nice job.
But you know, showing the function, it's a beautiful board, but boy, is it really functional. That's what's great about this piece.
Right? So you chop up all your veggies, you scooch them into the cup, then you're gonna walk over to your skillet, you're gonna take this, you're gonna pop it in.
Look at that.
Right?
It's
so easy. And then you have this beautiful side that is not contaminated for your veggies, but you also have your steak side. And what's really nice is they've even put that well in there so those juicy meats, it's not flowing everywhere, right? So you're just gonna cut this, and then you can put this on top of your stir fry when it's done, and it's super easy. You're not messing up multiple boards, right? It's all right there for you.
It's really, you know, I didn't even realize that, to keep the juices from spreading, but that's such a good point, because we have another board that we have that it would get all over the counter. I'd be yelling at my husband, I'm like, please, come on, I'm on cleanup duty. So, I mean, Anchor Hocking has thought of everything. This is brand new. So here's the thing, maybe pick up the glassware sets, whichever set that you want from Anchor Hocking. Once you hit $100 in your account, shopping with your HSN credit card, you take $25 off. So your $100 goes down to $75. Want to call use that code 183159. Use it over and over and over today. Once you hit $100, shopping with your HSN credit card, boom, and you save an additional 25 bucks. But what I love about the functionality of the board is a lot of times we're just using boards for prep, and then maybe you have another board that you're like, oh, that's my presentation board. This does everything for you. It's your presentation board, it's your prep board, and then the way that it stores, so whenever it's fully out, it's 19 inches across, right? And about 14 inches back. So it is a really nice workspace that you have, but when it folds in half and you store those little 1 cups in there, it goes to half the size.
Which is so nice that they thought about that. I mean, look how little this is, right? It's lightweight, and yet it is sturdy and so beautifully made. That acacia wood, you have that well that's on both sides, right? And then you also have that option of keeping it together as one board, or you can pull it apart and you can put those cups, which I love that are stored in the back here.
So smart.
So you're not looking all over your kitchen like, where did I put those cups? I know they're somewhere. I really want to use them.
Right.
They get right there and they fit right into the middle there. Okay, let's walk through our presentation boards. What do you say? I mean, they're so pretty.
The most beautiful charcuterie board that you've seen, right? I mean, wow.
So, and I love how we've used the cups to hold your olives, right? So the olives aren't troweling all over the place. You're not getting olive juice onto your crackers, onto your cheeses. They have their own little home right in the middle there. So beautiful. Then we go over, we did a little dessert board here, which is kind of like a hot trend right now doing this. So we did all kinds of cookies and cake, cookies and candies, little kisses and chocolate covered pretzels. But then of course we added our fresh fruit in the middle because why not? Try to get a little healthiness in there. It looks beautiful for Valentine's Day. And you'll even see, we used one of those little 1 cups on here as well to hold some of our candies. So you want to mix and match your Anchor Hocking pieces. Everything goes together. It is a beautiful unification. So, and if you want to choose like one color, choose one color throughout all your sets, and then it looks really consistent and coherent in your home.
Absolutely. And then truly that veggie board, this is my favorite part, is now you have that perfect 1 cup size, by the way, in both these containers, 1 cup and 1 cup. Then now you can put that hummus, you can put your ranch dressing, you can put whatever you want in there, and it's not slipping and sliding all over the place. So here's the thing, this is brand new, saved just for this hour. I believe actually it's the last hour on the day featuring Anchor Hocking. So if you saw stuff that you love and you want that food storage that we have, that beautiful glassware, even this cutting board, we only have a few hundred. I call it a cutting board, but it's a presentation board. It's a board that prevents cross-contamination because you got 2 sides on it. And then really easy, once you are dicing peppers, onions, you just slide it into those middle inserts, which are a cup each. 882-608 is the item number. Feel free to use the FlexPay, $15 and some change. They got 30 days to love it or to send it back. Genius. There's not a lot of things that I introduced to my husband that gets him excited in the kitchen, but this he was like, oh, I really like this. And he used it the next day and the next day. He just loves this part right here. It's just kind of just pushing it, whoop, all those diced onions into that little cup.
And a little secret, this is the love child of the president of Anchor Hocking.
See?
Yeah, he's the one that came up with this idea, and I think it's ingenious. It's fantastic. We use this all the time in our house now.
You're gonna love it. It's a great one. All right, same the ordering process for that. We are gonna move this way. So now we have another 8 piece. So now we're going back to